Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. Anyone get an email today? Thank you, Miles. Appreciate it. 11:38. Perfect. A little early, but perfect. We'll be getting started in just a few minutes. Mm-mm. No, it does not. Uh, I don't know, Brandon. I haven't thought about it. He asked me who's on my wish list for the Jaguars head coach. I don't know. I wish ours was, but he wasn't.
Right. Let's see. All right. Let's turn on YouTube. Get this party started here. What are you laughing at?
Someone said, make you the GM. You don't know anything about football, though.
No, I'm not a football guy. Fred says no email. Scampy
Somebody got an
says
email.
got email. Having trouble signing in with one click. Hey Thelma. Uh, Anybody else having trouble here? Yesterday we broke our record, Matt. Had a lot of people here yesterday. It was fantastic. Brendan, hello there. Ken, hello there. Robert, Maggie, Penny, Hannah, Scotty. Yes, email. Could you post website for yesterday? Yeah. Uh, it's the YouTube. Just go to the YouTube channel and go to the live tab. Here, I'll get it for you. If you guys want that video from yesterday, here, Matt, can you make sure that they will post it? I know they probably haven't done it yet.
No, they haven't yet.
I figured that was the case, but here's my live tab, and here's the video from yesterday. Here's the link to the video from yesterday. If you guys want to see the class that I did yesterday, here it is. Here it is on YouTube, and here it is over here. And it was a really good class. I told you it would be a good class, and I'm going to do another one today. Um, Post the VIP room on in the pit if you don't mind, Matt. Would you?
Yeah, I'll share real
Thanks.
quick.
All right, let me just say hello to everybody here. No, got it on Telegram. All right. Hey, Bob, how are you? Steven, how are you? Richard, how are you? Larry, how are you? Dom, how are you? You too, AK. Happy New Year's to you too. David, how are you? Sassy Trainer, how are you? Pinia, iPhone. Jesse, who is this iPhone 2422? Put your name. It's so much easier. Tim, good morning. Penny, looking forward to part one. Yes, part one. Where will it be posted? It will be posted in the members area for several different programs. And I'm going to have a very cool class today at 1 o'clock. And I have not had this class in about in several months, actually. It'll be pretty cool. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Um, hey, Richard. David says 104% on Nike and 145% on NNE. Good, good. Yeah, I like Nike actually quite a bit. Nike looks really good. Market looks like it wants to build a base around here, actually. Can you please give us the sheet again? What sheet? Oh, the sheet. Yes, 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 yes. The sheet. Yes, here's the sheet. Here's the sheet. Here's the sheet. Don't go passing this around. This is valuable stuff here. Here. I'm only giving it to 600 of my closest friends. And I'll post it here on YouTube too, and then we'll get started. So, Fred, you didn't get an email. Reach out to customer service. Seriously. Now, there's 345 people here within a few minutes. So I imagine most of you did get the bullshit. Jack says, has the best sheet? No bullshit. No BS. I'm too old for that. Oh, just as you were starting yesterday's class. That's okay, Ken. You could watch it today. You can rewatch it today. It's good stuff. So let's talk a little bit about the market. Actually, let me take TC 2000 and turn it on here. Then we can talk about the market. It'll just take a second. I hope everybody's doing great. I just went outside for a minute, Matt, to my car, and it's a little windy and it's 40 degrees and it is cold. It is cold. I think it's negative right now, Sharon. I think that trade is negative. I think Matt is getting close to either seeing if it works or if it doesn't work.
Yep.
That's a day trade today's. And remember, these are bonus trades. We're trying to good AD. I'm glad to hear that. Matt, go ahead and grab that too. Let me share my screen. And then let me put this here. Remember, we are testing a day trading system. We're putting in trades. Those are bonus trades. We're just trying to refine it and make sure it's the way we want it and all the other good stuff. Did you post the link in YouTube? Yes, I did. I posted the link right here, Fred. Right here, actually. Right here. Here it is again. There you go. Okay. The trade worked for me, got out at 142. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, we still got a long ways to go. All right. Man, it is cold here. Did you notice that, Matt? How cold it was when you got out?
Yeah, it was pretty chilly.
It was cold. And I mean, it doesn't take a lot to get me cold, but it was cold. All right. So today's Tuesday. We definitely have some momentum. The momentum so far is not really upside. It's not really too much to downside either. The market is down 0.76, which isn't really anything major. But I posted it. Yeah, I posted it twice. I posted it on YouTube. I don't think they could see my Matt. Can you post these things on YouTube? I'll post them for you here, and you post them on YouTube. Okay?
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's one. Here's the link for that, and here's the link for this. Yeah, that's weird. They can't see my YouTube posts for some reason. Okay, there you go. They're both here. Matt will post them on YouTube. Bonus then got back and lose. I gotcha. Yeah, good for you, Scott. Good for you. We're gonna see if that trade can make us some money. Now,
Did you post it?
I posted it for you in your
Oh, in Skype.
actually no, I posted it for myself in Skype. I'm a real idiot today. Here. Here you go, Matt. All right. All right, guys, let's get started here. I just want to give folks this link. And remember, I have a 1 o'clock class, and it's a brand new class. It's going to be pretty cool, and I'll give you some new stocks. And I think you guys will like these stocks. So the S&P right now, the S&P 500 right now is at the 50-day moving average. All right. Add the 50-day moving average. Does that mean that we're going to come back down here? We don't know. When you're at the 50-day moving average, you literally are stuck. That is the definition of choppiness. So it's definitely a two-sided market because there's about a 50% chance it can come right back up here and a 50% chance it can come up here, which is a great market for day trading and swing trading both directional, both sides, to the upside and to the downside. And that's how I kind of feel right now about the markets. If you look at mags right now, same thing. They're not holding down up that well, down 234. Matter of fact, equal weighted SPY is actually holding the market up. And remember what I've been telling you guys the last couple of weeks. If we can't get the RSP to move, we're not going to see anything good happening. So that's a major issue we have right now. We need to see the mags move. Now, the move we're seeing right now, if you look at the 5-minute chart, the move we're seeing down isn't bad, and we have a higher low here, which is good, but we're still below the VWAP. There's a good chance we can start coming up right now, Matt, and
Yeah.
that would definitely pull the market higher if that did happen. But again, it's a very choppy market, and I'm not. Hey, Cyrus, and I don't really have a very strong directional bias right now. What I will tell you is, if we can't break above this level right here on the mags, which is 57.92, we're going to have a triple top or a lower top, which is not good. Even though we still have a little air pocket right here on the SPY, as I mentioned, we can go either way. The next level here is this resistance area, which we need to overcome at 601.72. And on the downside, we have the 100-day moving average near 580. All right. Very low levels. Very low levels. All right. So it's really a two-sided market right now. It really is a two-sided market. I can't. Hey, Phil. Good morning. Well, good afternoon to you. I can't emphasize that enough. And when you have a two-sided market, you have to be very flexible. But it gives us the opportunity to trade in both directions. We don't have as many stocks to the upside as I would like to see, but the stocks that are moving up, you have a higher assurance that those stocks are in fact being bought up by institutions. Because if 70-80% of stocks are being sold, then obviously those stocks are good. All right, and remember, I have a class. Matt, did you post the link for the 1 o'clock class?
Yeah.
You posted again for both YouTube. Yeah, it's a new class I'm doing. I'll be discussing the VWAP. It's not the Pro Trader dashboard. It's not the pit. It's about swing trading using the anchored VWAPs, and I'll give you several election stocks. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. It's going to be good stuff. Go ahead and post it. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, that's happening at 1 p.m. today. 1 p.m. Also, look at volume. This is the SPY. This is the SPY right here. And this is volume coming into the market, overall market right here. You could see that volume is doing a better. There is some divergence between volume and SPY, which we bottomed out here already twice. If we break this low on the volume, it's not going to be good, but so far it's a step in the right direction. Okay. Yes, Jim. Yes, it'll be a new quick strike session. I'm not sure, Myrmis. That I don't know, but definitely red meat 1 p.m. Now, before I get into the stocks, I want to talk about something else. Now, yesterday, whether you saw it or not, whether you heard it or not, I talked about I've noticed I've noticed that you guys are picking up on this stuff. Now, the stuff that I'm going to talk about today is really, really important. And I say that a lot, but I really do mean that. It's really, really important. Yesterday's class, if you paid attention, should have answered the question of do I buy now? Do I wait for a test or do I buy now? That's a pretty important thing considering that that's like a huge decision you make after you find the right stock. A lot of you are finding the right stock or you're using my stock. The question is, when do I press the trigger? Right? Carlos says yesterday's class helped me jump into abyss. Nice. I like that, Carlos. Very nice. I know you're busy writing things up right now on your note sheet. I love that. I love that. So today's class, I'm gonna go one step back. Okay. What do you mean one step back? Well, I've noticed that you guys are not you're not back testing the stock mentally as well as you should be before entering into a trade. What do I mean by that? Every stock has a thumbprint. Now, this is a general rule. This doesn't work 100% of the time, but it'll help you quite a lot. Yeah, it's a prequel to. A lot of times I go backwards, Jack, instead of going forwards. I mean, the material you need the material either way. Today's question is: let's say you have 5 stocks and they all look good. Which one should you trade? You know, like somebody I know. There's this one guy who likes to wear yellow and talk about monkeys all the time, and he gives these hit lists all the time, these watch lists. I don't know what his name escapes me, but a lot of people want to know which stock to trade, and I'm never going to give it to you, but I'm going to help you figure it out, which is the paramount point here of you guys figuring this out yourself. Now, I don't know who this guy is, but if you see him, say hello to him. So a lot of times you'll see a setup and you're looking at a stock and you're saying, let me give you an example. Let me give you a good example. All right. Like CLS. All right. Gorgeous stock. But what a lot of you do is you go here and you're like, okay, here's what it looks like on a daily. Okay. It's above the 200 day. It's above the 100 day. It's above the 50 day. It's a nice looking stock. Okay. I'm going to buy it. Like a robot. Check mark, check mark, check mark. But a lot of you do, well, some of you do other things. Hey, Mark, how are you? So take a look at CLS, for example. And that's a really good example, too. Uh, Darn it, I'm picking good stocks.
You want a bad stock?
Yeah, it's something really choppy.
Fastenal.
I forget that I like
Oh,
to pick really good stocks. Huh? Oh?
oh. No, I said fastenal, but you want choppy.
Yeah,
That's
I want a choppy. I want something that has a lot of chop. Well, oh, STT, this one. Remember yesterday, Matt? Our example?
yep.
So here's a great example for you. Here's a perfect example for you. I got the example. So look at this stock, right? Look at this stock. These are nuances, little nuances that are that make the difference between taking your trading from 65, 70% profitable to 85% profitable to 80% profitable. These little nuggets I gave you yesterday and today. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you guys to make some moolah. Nathan says I can't. I can hear Matt's microphone. Yeah, you should be able to hear his
I hope
microphone.
so.
Yeah, that's the kind of the point of this exercise, so you can hear Matt's microphone. All right, all right. Hey Jack, how are you? All right. please don't upset me. I'm in no mood for this harmony. I'm in a great mood. I was in a great mood this morning till somebody ruined it for me for a few minutes. But so let's take a look at both of these stocks. Let's just take a look here, okay? Let's take a look at CLS and let's take a look at STT. Now, please, yeah, thank you. I don't, I just don't understand some people. But anyways, that's just me. Uh, so let's take a look at these two stocks. Now, here's the interesting thing. And I wanted to show you, there's a reason why I wanted to show you both stocks. STT is a beautiful A-line stock. And CLS is a beautiful breakout, channel breakout stock. I like both stocks. I'd be buying both stocks. But what is the difference between CL? Obviously, one has an A-line breakout. Well, you can argue this one has an A-line breakout too. They both have the same breakout. So it's even a better example. I like my examples. I'm staying with my examples. What would, hey, Jennifer, you too, you too. This is a great example. You guys are going to love this exercise. What is it? Nah, no, nothing to do with VWAPs. Nothing. Okay, what I'm talking about today has nothing to do with any technical indicator at all. There's no indicators involved in this at all. Just like yesterday, there was no indicators involved in my shenanigans. There's no indicators involved in my shenanigans today too. I'm trying to teach you nuances, little nuances that will change your trading. Indicators will not do that for you. Everybody has the same indicator, Bob. Everybody has the same indicator. Okay? I'm teaching you things that you need to learn with your eye. Okay? No, I'm not talking about volume. So why would you trade one versus the other? They're beautiful stocks, right? What does what does lunchtime slump have to do with the daily chart that I'm showing you right now? We're only looking at this chart right here. We're looking at the daily chart of STT and we're comparing it against CLS. And I'm trying to teach you something really important right now. Something that a lot of professional traders won't even pick up on. All right. Let's see. So can anybody tell me, if you had a choice between CLS and STT, which one would you buy? Why? Why does CLS look better? Why? That's the question. Forget about, we're not talking about volume. We're not talking about sectors. We're not talking about anything except price action. I'm not trying to trick you here. I'm not trying to pull a fast one on you. Yes. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. No, we were just a minute ago. Let me give you an example. Tighter channel, better trend, steady flow upwards. Not CLS, no. So look at STT. Look at STT. Gaps up, comes down. Wicks comes down. It's a nice chart. Nice chart. I'm going to give it to you. It's a great chart. There's nothing wrong with this stock, right? There's nothing wrong with this stock. Nothing wrong with this stock. But if you have two choices between CLS, look how buttery the stock is. Look how tighter it is. Doesn't have any gaps. Or the gaps are not as big. Or if they do have, they follow through. Also, what happens when the stock hits the 8-day EMA majority of the time? It comes back up and makes a new high. What happens every time it has a breakout? Is the breakout false or is it clean and it doesn't have follow through? These little details. And I actually gave you a stock that's not that bad. I gave you a pretty damn good stock. But this stock would be an 8.5, maybe an 8. This stock would be a 9.5. Um, look how smooth this is. It barely has any ups and downs. It's almost going straight up in a line. Look at that. ATR is expanding, but it's still moving higher. Did it break the 15-day EMA? No, and then it went straight back up. Did it break the 15-day EMA? No, and it went straight up. Does it have any huge gaps with huge downside moves? Now, look at this stock. Look at STT. Do you now see the difference? Sometimes you have to look at a really beautiful woman to see the difference between them and all the other ones. Or people, sometimes you have to look at a contrast. but but I want you guys to see a difference between a 7 and a 7.5 and a 9.5. And I'm talking about stock charts. Okay. I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about stock charts. Do you see the difference between? You see all the wicks this thing has? See all the wicks it has? All the fail starts it has? See how it went to the 100-day here? It couldn't hold the 8-day. Even though it's a great looking stock, but it's not as good as this stock. Look at Pepsi. Do you see how smooth that is? How well does it hold the 15-day? How well does it respect the 15-day? Do you have a lot of back and forth? Do you have a lot of wicks here? You hardly have any. That's a 9 right there. 9.5. That's a 7, 7.5. Both are beautiful stocks. They're technically doing the same thing. Comments, feedback, let's see. Now, if you're sitting here going, no, no, no. This makes all the difference in the world, in the galaxy, when it comes to trading. Do traders make the mistake trying to pick a reverse in these type of charts? I don't know what that means, Richie.
Trying to bottom pick.
I don't know if they do or not. I have no idea. So, do you guys are you guys getting some value out of this? Is anybody having a couple of more of their aha moments that you had from yesterday? Now, for someone like Richard and Ben, this would be really helpful. Really helpful. Like Ben and Richard would be like, yes, this is exactly, yes, this really is helpful. Richard, are you here? Let me, Ben says, because these guys are already, Richard's taking notes. Good. Now, on its face, both stocks look great. Well, Roger, the stock is moving higher and it's above the 15-day EMA. Yeah, it is. But does it look as good? Does it look as good as CLS? Nope. This looks like GE looked first half of 2024. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Right here. Right here. Right. This right here. Remember this when we were trading it like every other day? Okay. If you can start telling the difference, if you could start telling the difference between price action that does that, if you could start telling the difference between price action like that, that could really change how you trade. I know it may not seem significant. I know it may not seem like a big deal, but it is. When you start adding up all those things together, they make a huge, huge difference in your profitability level. So next time you see me picking stocks and you ask yourself, I wonder which one he likes better. Look at the examples that I just gave you. And yes, I highly recommend you review this video. Okay. Now, what I just explained to you today and yesterday is really important. And it's the next logical step beyond picking the stocks that I'm picking for you in the VIP room. So if you want to take the stocks that I'm giving you in the VIP room and in the morning show to the next level, and put, if you want to know which ones to add to your watch list or whatnot, I instinctively do a good job when I'm selecting these stocks to make sure they flow pretty well. But again, if there's two, sometimes there's just not a good choice. And if there's not a good choice, that puts us in a pickle. Okay, that puts us in a pickle. So again, I just want you guys to know, hey, if I have 5 stocks, what are the best stocks? What is the best stock here? How does it do on breakouts in the past 5 breakouts? Does it have a lot of gaps? Is there a lot of wicks? Does it have a lot of back and forth, or it just slides like a roller coaster? All these things will make a huge difference in how you psychologically react to the open position, how fast the open position moves, how hedge funds will attack it. Because let me ask you a question. Has anybody heard of anyone else talking about what I've talked about in the last 2 days? Simple question. Nope. Never. Never. Think about that. I didn't talk about any indicators. I didn't talk about any volume. I didn't talk about anything except just price action. Simple, basic price action. Now, theoretically, those things that I taught you yesterday, those should be so you know how I always tell you guys, it's like you're trying to be a singer and you go to singing 101 and they teach you the difference between microphones. How's that going to help you sing better? It's not. The things I taught you yesterday and today, those are things they should teach you like day 2 in your trading. After they teach you what a trend line is, that's when they should teach you that. Nobody teaches you that. Simple, basic stuff like that, nobody teaches you like that. The reason you're not learning that is because most of the people who are teaching you that don't understand that because they don't trade for a living, or they just don't trade it, or they never have. These are the little nuances that separate the 65% win rate and the 85% win rate. Little details. The little details like that you'll never learn anywhere. That's why I want you to keep coming to these sessions so that in 2025 we can tackle them together, because I am going to teach you how to do all of this. So just wanted to spend a little time here. Kendall says, does this apply to the bonus? This applies to everything you'll ever do when it comes to the markets. Kendall, this answers the question of what stock should I be focused on today? Yesterday, the question we answered was, should we buy now or should we wait for a pullback or a confirmation? Today, we answered the question, gee, this crazy Roger has 20 stocks he wants me to look at, but which one should I trade? I'm thinking that's probably something you want to know, right? All right. Their thumb. Yeah, we'll put it in the members area. So put the first half hour, Matt, in the members area of today's. All right. I think that's the most he said today. Pretty good lesson, right, Matt?
Yep.
Something that people don't pay attention to. All right. So let me give you stocks now for today. If you enjoyed it, send me an email and tell me that you benefited from today. Because I know a lot of people were saying, well, what happens when he has 2? What if he's got Meta and Google? What if there's 3 stocks in him? How do I pick that one diamond in the rough? Thank you, Richard. Thank you.
Hold on 1 second, Roger. Let me leave Joey a video note.
Yeah, do what you must. And I'm hoping that's why you guys are here, not listening to some nonsense that you can hear from, you could really hear some insightful stuff.
Okay. You can take the screen back over.
Thank you. And remember, I got a class at 1 o'clock, and I hope that everybody comes. I'll give you 4 stocks that are right now sitting at the election VWAP. I'm very excited about this. I can take the screen back.
Mm-hmm.
It says I have to send you a request. I'm sending you a request, Matt. There's my request. Give me my screen back.
There you go.
All right. All right. All right. All right. So let me give you stocks that I'm liking for today. We'll do the short side first. Very choppy stock. Very, very choppy stock. A lot of back and forth, a lot of wicks, a lot of drama, a lot of volatility. But it tends to stay in a pretty straight line once it moves. So not too bad. Choppy history, but lately it's been doing pretty good. It's not respecting any averages, but it looks like it's on a move right now. Not too bad at all. Let's see how the options is. 24 days out, January 31st, 68 delta, 40 put with a stop loss right about 41. Yeah, right about 41. You're welcome, Jack. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate it.
Grab that, man.
That's right. MDT. Now look at this one. Look at this one. Look how smooth it is. There's a couple of things, but for the most part, it's respecting the 15-day really well. Right? Not a bad trend. Obviously, I already picked these out to be pretty good stocks. Otherwise, I wouldn't have them here. But it doesn't look bad at all. Nice smooth trend. I would want it to break below 79.35. It's not ready yet. It has to break below this channel. But I do like it, or at least break below 70, 79, 77. But it definitely has to break. All right. Uh, Stop loss right above this channel, maybe 82.37. I would go 24 days out to the 75 delta, 82 put, January 31st, MDT, KDP, KDP. Doesn't have a lot of back and forth. It's moving in a single file line. Doesn't have a lot of choppiness. Notice even here when it's moving up, it moves in a single file line. It's volatile, but it's respecting the 50-day pretty well here. So I would use that as a stop loss. The 50-day at about 32.73. About February 21st. 21st. And I mean, look, none of them are it's never it's an art, it's an art, not a science. Uh, 75 delta, 32 put with a stop right around here. The more you do this, the better you will get. Your eyes will get at it. Very choppy. Very choppy. Look at all the wicks. Look at all the back and forth. Very, very choppy. So probably not the best play out of all the stocks I've given you today in comparison, right? Doesn't have clear trends, moves very sporadically, all over the place, doesn't like any one average. Definitely not not this, right? Just showing you big difference. That's the lesson we just had. There's money in there. January 31st. And this applies whether you're day trading or swing trading. Ask yourself, the last 3-4 times the stock broke out, what did it do? Did it follow through? Did it continue? Is it jaggedy? Does it make highs and then back off sharp? Just heads up. Is it easier now after we had that little lesson to find this? 182 put right here. 70. No, you're not going to get this anywhere. Nobody's going to teach you this. No joke. Oh, thank you, Hannah. Very kind of you. No, it's not pinched between EMAs. It has plenty of room. Remember, once it moves, remember the rule. Once it moves through one side, it traverses and usually ends at the other side. The target here would be the 200-day moving average. So you've got about 6-7 points here. Yeah, always find the moving average that it's respecting. That's the key because every stock will respect a different moving average. Oracle. Hey, I remember this stock. I remember somebody who wanted to actually trade this stock to the short side. Doesn't move that sporadic, moves pretty well. Doesn't move that bad. Nice smooth lines. Doesn't have a lot of moves directionally pretty well. Maybe not a 10, but definitely not a 5. Actually, I like the stock quite a bit. Let me see something. How's that Pepsi doing, Matt? I think it's a good time to get out right now, Matt.
Want to?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you heard it here, folks.
We're going to get out of the weekly cash flow right now on Pepsi and take profit. Now, look at okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Pepsi as far as a smooth trend? Hence a stock that we're in weekly cash flow. Let's see what people say. It's a nice 9 to me. Looks like a 9 to me. Look how smooth this thing is and look how well it respects look how well it respects the 15-day. It's just a straight freaking line here. I mean, this thing is fantastic. What's not to like about this? You guys are tough. This is nice. This is very nice. There's nothing wrong with this. It's a beauty. Yeah, it's a beauty. Hence, we traded it. All right. You going to send an alert, Matt? Not much directional bias. Yeah, maybe better than that, but that's a darn good one. Nothing wrong with that. See how well it respects directional bias in the past? Hence, it should do it in the future. It increases your odds. Things like that increase your odds. All right. Let's now look to the long side. And remember, I have a class at 1 o'clock. One said liquidation. Steve, all answers will be answered. Why are we, Steve? Let me ask you a question. Why are you asking me here about 0 and 1 DTE trades? Does this class have anything to do with 0 DTE trades or no? Nothing.
Email.
I have an email. I have a perfectly good email address. I would use on Oracle the 100-day moving average as a stop. I would go about 24 days out, 75 delta, 170 put. That's what I would do there. And I'm sticking to my story. Yeah, for Oracle, that's what I would do. I just gave it to you. All right, let's now talk upside. I like deck. Nice, clean, smooth. And again, not all of them are going to be perfect, but try to find the ones that react a certain way. Oh, I would go below this compression and I wouldn't really buy yet till it breaks above 215. Maybe not 215, maybe 212. So this is not ready yet. I don't want to give it to you because it's not ready yet. Why am I exiting PEP? Because for the amount of time we've been holding it, I got enough premium out of it. Also, I think the market's going to be kind of choppy. CLS, my number two, another stock that I'm liking right now. Go right here, 89. Go to calls now. 68 delta, 95 call. Meta. Hey, you guys remember me talking about this stock right here? I still like Meta. I prefer to wait for it to get back to the high, maybe the 630 level or maybe above the 627 level, but I do still like it. I'm not going to recommend it right now because it's down for the day and I don't really like to buy stocks that are down for the day. So I'm just going to wait on this one. Citibank. Now, I really like this stock a lot. Another stock that doesn't have a lot of back and forth. Once it moves, it tends to stick to the trend. It's more gliding, not choppy. It doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like schizophrenic. You know what I mean? It's not all over the place. It's very methodical. You're welcome, John. You're welcome. Yep. Spies may. Are you still in that trade, Matt?
Yep.
Uh,
Not over lunch.
oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Thank you. Good. Good. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. That's a good point. Yeah, C looks good, and we got earnings coming up on this stock. 67, 67.32. 24 days to go. 69 delta. 72 call. January 31st. Yes, I used to call them the Jack Carter stocks when we used to do a class together, Jim. A long time ago, I used to call them my Jack Carter stocks all the time. Richard, where did you get C from? This is the first time you're hearing it, or did you possibly get it from this morning session when it was my number one stock? Number one, C. Numero uno. You're welcome, Richard. Richard from Puente Gorda. See, I know where Richard is from. He comes every day and listens every single day. I got to get a new notebook for 2025, Matt.
Ah, I got to order some actually.
Yeah, you should. Now, talk about. Remember that class we just had right now about a smooth moving stock? Where would you guys give this? Where would you guys give this baby right here? I'll repeat C in a second. That's about a 9.5. I mean, that's a great looking stock. Look at this thing. I mean, okay, not maybe not a 10, but that's at least a 9 right there. Come on, that's a nice looking stock. That is a nice looking stock. Stop loss right here, maybe about 40, 60. Does this help you guys now figuring out how to narrow down your list of stocks better? Good, 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 good. February 21st, 69 Delta, 44 call. Beautiful stock. Funny thing is, I don't even know what the hell this company does. Okay. Um, WRBY. Another beauty. I could look at this, giving you guys a lot of nice stocks. 2382, 45 days to go, February 21st, 72 Delta, 25. Spreads are getting tighter, by the way. 25 calls right here, February 25th. Excuse me, February 21st expiration. 21st expiration. Now, I think I didn't give you the C option. For C, it's 24 days out, January 31st. You may even go to February 7th now, honestly. 74 Delta, 71 calls. Yeah. Yeah, go all the way to 31 days out. Give yourself a little time. But I do like what I'm seeing here. I do like what I'm seeing. You could do those, Jeff. Those are fine. You could do those too. PRMB. Oh, look at this one. Matt, how well does this follow trends? You see this thing? What prevents you from picking a delta over 70? Nothing, Jeffrey. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Reminds me of marathon back in the day, a couple years ago.
Yeah, yeah. This is beautiful. I mean, it's got a little, but it has no overlap. I mean, look at this. Just a nice trend, a nice clean trend. 2965. And I hopefully, after looking at several examples, you guys will you need to start getting your eye focused. But Roger, when I started this, the guy told me I just need to learn the W pattern or the H pattern and buy it. No, guys, if it was that easy, every monkey would be doing it. No, it's not that easy. Think about it. You're competing against guys on my level. Do you know how fast I could take your money from you? 2960. 45, 45, 80 delta, 30 call. Stacy says, please. An IPO from 2 months ago. Yeah, yeah. I don't see that being an IPO from 2 months ago. Stock's been around for many, many years, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. I mean, looking at the price action. No monkey biz. No monkey biz. All right, guys. Matt's going to post a link. We're going to have a class in 9 minutes. Please, please, please come. It'll be really cool. And he'll post it on YouTube too. Let me go to YouTube and say hello and answer any questions that folks may have. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. Ooh, 114 people on YouTube, Matt.
Wow.
Getting a lot of people on YouTube. Oh, Argentina oil. That's interesting. Thank you, Wilford. AMP 9 Plus, HG. Good, good. Awesome as always. Do you think viewing Hakanashi can't? No, that would, no, Frank. Hakanashi's job is to smooth everything out. I don't want them, I don't want to see them after they've been smoothed. I want to see them. Frank on YouTube says, what about using Hakanashis? Hakanashis, you won't be able to see everything because Hakanashi's job is to make the moving average out of everything. It's like trying to see what the hot dog looked like before it was made into a hot dog. It's much easier to see the quality of the meat raw before it was turned into a hot dog. So no, 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 no. You don't want to use Hakanashis. You want to use Hakanashis after you found the stock. You see, Hakanashis is now, when is the time to get in? When is the time to get out? But we're talking about what stocks should we buy on the watch list, the qualities of stocks we like, what past behavior of those stocks we like, the nuances of those stocks, and then when should you be buying now, or can you wait depending on what the SPY is doing? These are the two things we covered in the last 48 hours, and I think we're on a good trajectory. I'm trying to cover things that are really basic for me, but that I've taken for granted over the last several decades. That's what I'm trying to things that are not so obvious even to me. And me having a little holiday and my wife being going to skiing makes me see, I'm always like this with you guys. I'm always focused. I'm always in the line of fire. But when I have a few days off, I kind of back away and I start focusing on what about this and what about that and what about that. So it helps me to kind of get away and reflect a little bit. And that made me realize I better teach you guys this because most of you have no idea what I'm talking about. So, and it proved to be a good point. Don't see Pep exit in one click. Matt says, Chris says he doesn't see Pep exit in one click. Don't know what to tell you. It has been posted in Telegram. Yeah, it was posted in Telegram 10 minutes ago. Robert says, how can I review today's lesson? Here, Robert, here's how you can review today's lesson. You can go right here and you can watch this video right here. You can go to my YouTube channel and go to the live tab as well. All right, guys, I will see you later. Have a great day. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you in 5 minutes in the other room. And you want to be there because I'm going to be giving several top stocks out that are right at the VWAP right now. It's a new class. It's not going to be the pit or a pro trading dashboard. It's going to be pretty good stuff. I mean, not that that stuff is bad, but it's going to be anchored VWAPs. All right. See ya.
Bye, everyone.
What a great class. How